Chatters, what is good? Today we are listening to Life Support by Madison Beer. Guys, I'm actually pretty excited for this one. I know Madison Beer has an album coming out pretty soon. I'm blanking on the name, but I literally just saw it on the 16th. And so I'm pretty excited. I've heard a little bit of Madison Beer. If you want to be my baby, no, I'm gonna drive you mad. But I don't know how much of her I really do know. And so I'm excited to listen to her today. But anyways, guys, if you do enjoy this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help me grow. And guys, Madison Beer, next album tomorrow. I'm excited. But yeah, I really don't know anything too much about Madison Beer. With her music at least. I know she's talented, that's for sure. But I just haven't taken the time to really listen, so I'm going into this pretty blind. And so yeah. Anyways, let's get into song 1, The Beginning. Looks like just an intro. Okay. Damn. Okay, I know she's kind of just, making noise with her. But damn, she got some vocals to her. I knew she had vocals. I knew, but I didn't know we were just gonna get a track like this. Interesting. Anyways, Good and Goodbye, song 2.
You got blood on your hands, how do you plead? Boy, it's like treason how you treated me.
Okay.
It's 8 Mondays in a row, 9 days of the week. These tantrums been old, all bitter, no sweet. You're killing my vibe in ways words cannot describe. But I'll try. You put the over in love, or put the X in next. Ain't no I in trouble, just the you since we met. Cause you're toxic, boy, I ain't even gotta try to find the G-O-O-D and goodbye. You put the over in love, or put the X in next. Ain't no I in trouble, just the you since we met. Cause you're toxic, boy, I ain't even gotta try to find the G-O-O-D and goodbye.
Damn. Okay. I like the instrumental. That's like an eeriness to
I
it.
would take a bullet for you just to prove my love. Only to find out you are the one holding the gun.
I think I know this actually.
Focus. Take some time for me. People started to notice all the shit you couldn't see. You put the over in love, or put the X in next. Ain't no I in trouble, just the you since we met. Cause you're toxic, boy, I ain't even gotta try to find the G-O-O-D and goodbye. You put the over in love, or put the X in next. Ain't no I in trouble, just the you since we met. Cause you're toxic, boy, I ain't even gotta try to find the G-O-O-D and goodbye. You're killing my vibe in ways words cannot describe. But I'll try. You put the over in love, or put the X in next. Ain't no I in trouble, just the you since we met. Cause you're toxic, boy, I ain't even gotta try to find the G-O-O-D and goodbye. G-O-O-D and goodbye.
Okay. Okay, Madison. Okay, I think I've heard the hook. It sounds familiar. I'm not 100% sure though. It does sound familiar, but yeah, I can't kind of build that bridge just yet. But I think it's there. I think it's there. Okay, this one was a pleasant surprise. I actually really like this song. I just have one complaint. Madison, why is the song 2 minutes and 20 seconds? You couldn't have given us a little more. But no, I think that kind of speaks volumes. Um, Even though I know we're one song in, and my only complaint is of the song, and this is her debut album, right? But that I have a complaint in that the song is too short in my opinion. That's just a beggars can't be choosers moment. And so yeah, good on Madison. I like it. She caught a flow. She caught a little rhythm. Um, she yeah, I definitely see her talent. I definitely see why she is as big as she is. Just from what I do know, what I have seen, what I have heard, from Madison, those bridges I can make, those bridges I can connect. And so I feel like I just need to keep listening though to really, really get into her, because obviously, I mean, the one full song I have really listened to is 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So there's not too much of a connection I can make, from this song alone. But I do like it. I do definitely like it. I definitely see kind of the sound unfolding, if that makes sense. I definitely see kind of, I guess I've heard Baby too, but so this song Good and Goodbye and Baby kind of mixed together, and how the sound is kind of blended, and how just what's to come. If what's to come is anything like those two songs, then I know I'll like it, and I know we're in good hands. But yeah. Anyways, song 2, or well 3, track 3, Default.
Breathing gets so hot for me now. It's speeding up and slowing back down. When the breathing gets so hot under the moonlight.
Okay.
If you're hearing this, I hope that you're proud. Can't even count how many times I let you down.
Okay.
If there's a God or there's a sign, it's time that you send it out. And oh, my love, you bring me back to default. The more I spill it out, you bring me down to such a deep hole, honey.
Okay. Interesting.
I know this must be coming from me. I swear I will be the end of me, the end of me. You take every last drop from me. I feel this will be the death of me, the death of me.
Madison, I need a little more than 2 minutes there. I felt like that one kind of had that anxious eeriness feeling, and it was kind of building up to something. But since it was 2 minutes long, it didn't build up to like much, And I think it was good. I think it shows off her vocals. I think she definitely has the potential to be a great artist. I'm just saying has as of now, because like I said, I'm not the most familiar. We're 3 songs in, and 2 of them were 2 minutes. But I wish she would have gave us more there. That one I feel like just had potential to be my favorite, but then I saw the lyrics ending, and so I was like, oh. But no, it definitely isn't bad by any means. I feel just my biggest complaint is that some songs are short. Obviously, I feel like those 2 minute songs are something that is to build, build the album. There has to be some filler songs. Every song can't be an absolute banger. Like Baby, but I just need to see it all kind of in the context of the album. But that one to me just gave me that kind of spiraling thoughts feeling, like spiraling, um, that you can't really control, that you can't really turn off. I feel like I love how she's kind of admitting she falls back into this pattern even when she knows she's better off. But yeah, I mean, that one is very honest. It just isn't a lot to work with. But the production's crazy too. I really like the production. Everything sounds very well done. Definitely very well done. And yeah, anyways, song 4 or track 5. Is this track 5? Follow the White Rabbit. She thinks she's Alice in Wonderland though.
But I heard my name's on the tip of your tongue.
Okay.
And I'm empty too, if that is what you want. And I looked into your eyes and you're the
Song 4.
one that I wanted, baby, that I wanted, baby, that I wanted. Is it haunting, baby, that I'm wanting, baby, that I'm wanting.
Ugh. Okay.
Haunting, baby, that I'm wanting, baby, that I'm wanting. And I lose my mind tonight.
I like that flow.
Devil in a dress, I'ma love you like I do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Follow the white rabbit to see the truth. Yeah, yeah. I'ma need to feel that, I'ma need to feel that too.
Okay.
Follow the white rabbit to see the truth.
Huh.
And my
Interesting.
patience is now setting like the sun. When my tears fall on your lap, we've just begun. And by now I know the damage has been done. That I wanted, baby, that I wanted, baby, that I wanted. Is it haunting, baby, that I'm wanting, baby, that I'm wanting. Wanting you.
Damn.
Haunting, baby, that I'm wanting, baby, that I'm wanting. And I lose my mind tonight over you. Devil in a dress, I'ma love you like I do. Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. Follow the white rabbit to see the truth. Yeah, yeah. I'ma need to feel that, I'ma need to feel that too. Follow the white rabbit to see the truth.
Hmm. I definitely like it. Madison, why was it only 2 minutes? Okay, that one was really interesting. I wasn't really kind of expecting that card, that kind of follow the white rabbit, and then the beat picking up, making those, it gives me that same kind of feel of anxiousness, but just the beat hitting those little high knock 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 knock. I don't know what that's called in music, to be honest, but yeah, that was an interesting song. It was kind of dark. It was kind of ethereal in a way. It feels like that kind of escapism down the rabbit hole. I was gonna say like drugs, but like I don't really see like Madison Beer and drugs going hand in hand. But like disassociating, chasing the feeling, or maybe chasing anything to feel okay. I feel like that's a better word. Her tone is a little haunting, and the song is like uncomfortable in a way that's intentional and in a way that's good. That one actually has me really intrigued as to what's to come. I thought, from what I know about Madison, is that she really is kind of down the pop route, but that song is definitely different. It gives me like a little bit of Charlie XCX vibes in the sense of like the super fast pacing, but it also being kind of having moments that are different, like the kind of darker themes, especially towards that new album Charlie XCX is releasing for Wuthering Heights. Um, it kind of reminds me of that. It kind of gives me similar vibes. Obviously, Madison did that first, but that's just kind of how I'm connecting it. And when did this album come out? Like 2021, 2020, 2022. Within the last like 5 years or so. But yeah, that's an interesting song, and I definitely want to hear that in the context of the album. I mean, I'm excited to see where we go from here. I do like it, but I just wish Madison would give us a little more, a little longer. Madison, please, please. But yeah, I mean that's my one complaint, so you can't really be mad. Anyways, song 5, Effortlessly. I like all the instrumentals too. I think they're all very, very good, and the production, obviously, everything kind of works in her favor. I would say that.
Told you not to feel, told you not to hurt it all. That just isn't real. That's a little cynical. Here's a little pill. Here's a little fix it all. Okay, it's all okay. But I'm still fading. I can't save me. Am I just gonna drown?
Okay.
So I hold my breath to breathe. Hurt me so I feel. Used to do these things so effortlessly. Somehow. Told you how to heal. Filled you up with chemicals. Sadness isn't real. Then why's it feel so physical? Running through your veins. Cutting right into the bone. Okay, it's all okay. But I'm still fading. I can't save me. Am I just gonna drown? So I hold my breath to breathe. Hurt me so I feel. Used to do these things so effortlessly. Somehow. Hold my breath to breathe.
Damn. Interesting.
But I'm still fading. I can't save me. Am I just gonna drown? So I hold my breath to breathe. Hurt me so I feel. Used to do these things so effortlessly. Somehow.
Effortlessly. Okay, I think this might be my favorite of the bunch. Obviously this one was kind of went through the full length of the song for the 246. And so it just gave me a little more to work with. But I don't know, she gives me kind of, I don't know if it's her vocals, and this is obviously a compliment, but it's kind of reminiscent to me of Ariana Grande. She's definitely very talented. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to kind of come up with that, you know? And everything here, it's weird because all of these songs have been a little different from one another. They've all kind of strayed down a different path, but they all still are connected, and it makes sense. Like, you know, down the rabbit hole, right? Is that what it was called? You guys know what I'm talking about. Or follow the rabbit hole. That's what it is. You know, that song had this kind of escapism, dreamy kind of feel, or maybe I feel like more nightmare. It was kind of a darker song, but Effortlessly, this sounds like more not ethereal, dreamy and airy and light. This one just kind of shows her confidence. I mean, like, she knows she's kind of that it girl, even when she isn't trying. It's softer, but it still kind of has that powerfulness, and it seems like it's coming straight from Madison's character, and her vocal control, crazy. Yeah, she's definitely very talented. And I mean, she has all the reason in the world to be very confident. Very beautiful. I mean that nicely. What do you mean I mean that nicely? How else would that be taken? But you guys know what I mean. She has every reason in the world to be confident. She's successful. She can sing. She has talent. You know, but yeah, she's definitely impressed me so far. It hasn't necessarily gone down the route I most thought it would, just from hearing songs like Baby. I thought it would be, that kind of, maybe not like traditional, but like bubblegum kind of pop fun sounding playfulness. And I feel like this song has been the most similar to that, but then there's songs like Follow the Rabbit Hole that are way different. So yeah, I'm still excited to see where this goes. I feel like it can kind of go any which way around now. Stay numb and carry on.
Stay numb and carry on. Too young to hate someone. Truth is, it was never love. Your fault if you thought it was. Stay numb and carry on. Too young to hate someone. Truth is, it was never love. Your fault if you thought it was. Tongue tastes like liquid poison. Medicine for my inner voices. Can't drown these static noises. I tried. Panic mode, it's helter-skelter. Red alert, cherry Alka-Seltzer. Shake it up and find some shelter to hide. I become emotionless. My heart can't help but wonder where the feeling is. So I just stay numb and carry on. Too young to hate someone. Truth is, it was never love. Your fault if you thought it was. Stay numb and carry on. Too young to hate someone. Truth is, it was never love. Your fault if you thought it was.
Damn.
I was gin and you were toxic. We had nothing good in common. Wish we just stayed platonic. We tried. But my mind gets dark and ominous. Can't change it, that's just how it is. At least I'm being honest, no lie. I don't feel like anyone. The world is mad and they say I'm the crazy one. So I just stay numb and carry on. Too young to hate someone. Truth is, it was never love. Your fault if you thought it was. Stay numb and carry on. Too young to hate someone. Truth is, it was never love. Your fault if you thought it was. I've become emotionless. I've become emotionless. I've become emotionless. So just stay numb and carry on.
Damn.
Too young to hate someone. Truth is, it was never love. Your fault if you thought it was.
Okay, that's a good song too. Obviously, I feel like she's kind of portraying her feelings in a light that isn't necessarily true. She's trying to stay strong. She's trying to stay numb and carry on. She's depicting like, this wasn't love and it's your fault if you thought it was. I mean, but it really was love at the end of the day. Like she had these similar feelings too, mutual feelings. And she's trying to play it off, play it cool, kind of to numb her own emotion, numb her own self, it hurts a little bit. That one, stay numb and carry on. It just feels like a functioning depression in a way, smiling, showing up, doing what you're supposed to do, just while feeling empty on the inside. It kind of gives me that sense. The title alone kind of says everything to me, and her delivery feels more exhausted than emotional, which I feel like makes it worse in that case. That's just how I take it. That one was deep. That's probably the deepest song we really got into, because I feel like face value, you can kind of listen to it and listen to her upbeat and the production and just everything can point it to, not necessarily sounding as deep as it is. You can lose a little bit just in the face value. It's one of those where you kind of have to think beyond it, because you can hear the lines where it's like, we was never together, why are you tripping, and kind of just take that literally. But obviously I feel like it isn't meant that way. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but that's just how I took it. And so, like I said, it's really easy to kind of brush past that, especially if you're just listening, you're just hearing it. Actually, if you're just hearing it but not listening. But yeah, anyways, we are on to song 7, I believe. 6, 7 or 8, Blue. I wasn't even baiting that, by the way.
I was always blue behind the red blood stain on my lips. You were always green with envy, saw right through the tenderness. We were like a California sunset, fated to die any minute.
Okay.
Getting rid of you might be the best thing I ever did. And I was seeing us in a silent movie, taking off our clothes like a violent crime scene. Diamonds in the cut, always know how to fool me. Oh, honey, but I know when to run, run, run. I know when to run, run, run. I know when to run, run, run. When my makeup does, when my makeup does. And I know when to run, run, run. I know when to run, run. And I know when to run, run, run. When my makeup does, when my makeup does. I was always blue behind the black mascara that I cried. You could be as sweet as honey, but I knew the darkness in your mind. We were like a gorgeous bed of roses, ready to die any minute. Getting rid of you might be the best thing I ever did. And I was seeing us in a silent movie, taking off our clothes like a violent crime scene. Diamonds in the cut, always know how to fool me. Oh, honey, but I know when to run, run, run. I know when to run, run, run. I know when to run, run, run. When my makeup does, when my makeup does. And I know when to run, run, run. I know when to run, run. And I know when to run, run, run. When my makeup does, when my makeup does. I know when to run, run, run. I know when to run, run, run. I know when to run, run. When my makeup does, when my makeup does.
I like this one. See, this one to me was a little simple, right? And I mean that in the sense of like, the meaning, let me go back. Also, actually, I'll talk about the start in a minute. But and I know what to run when my makeup does. When my makeup starts running, it's time for me to leave. Like, I can't do this to myself. I need to do better for myself, that kind of thing. And I like that. I like that kind of confidence, that self-respect that she's depicting. It's a good message, right? It it has that kind of isolated feel, like not a dramatic sadness, just a quiet kind of loneliness to it. Like, she's in a room full of people and still feels disconnected. Her voice sounds super delicate here, like she's holding back those tears. But she knows what's best for her, and she knows when this happens, she needs to go. So I like that. But I want to talk about the start. The start, to me, gave me vibes of Lana Del Rey. I don't really know her inspirations in music and whatnot. Like I said, I'm not super tapped in with Madison Beer, which that is due to change, obviously. But this gave me the start before the instrumental kind of picked up and got more upbeat. It gave me some Lana Del Rey vibes. It gave me vibes of like Ultraviolence, maybe some Norman Rockwell, maybe some Honeymoon. I feel like it kind of gave that like Lana Del Rey early to middle-ish California kind of vibes. We were in, oh, maybe it's because I'm reading this. We were like a California sunset, but
we were like a California sunset.
Yeah, it gives me very Honeymoon type vibes, which I like. She's one of my favorite. She's my second most listened to artist. But yeah, that's just kind of the comparison I made there. That's where I was like, oh, huh, this sounds interesting, like one of my favorites. But yeah, this song was really good, and it was one that actually just like put me in my own head. Like, there, I was not in my head, getting into it, but I was also in my head the whole time, and I was also processing every single lyric. And so when music is able to, for me personally, put me in my own head, but then I can also take in every single lyric that is to come afterwards, I really like that. Because, it's just, to me, this was a thought-provoking piece, right? It was a little simple, but it was done very well. This might be my favorite song of the bunch so far. Blue.
Baby,
Interlude.
You've been acting so crazy, like I ain't still your baby. But you're a damn fool. It's like your heart's in this constant eclipse. You can't decide, I don't got time for this. Ooh, and I tried to keep my cool.
Okay.
And I go too crazy on you. Your side and curb my emotions. I won't cry you another ocean. My mind was yours to lose. No lie, that's all I would do. Would you do that shit for me too? Baby, I just wanna be someone, but I don't wanna just be someone to you. Only you, I'm not for you. Baby, I just wanna be someone, but I don't wanna just be someone to you. Only you, I'm not for you.
Damn, cinematic ending. Okay. Interlude. Okay, I know it doesn't give us much to work with, but it's reminiscent to the kind of the themes that we've been seeing. I won't cry you another ocean. Like, she has that self-respect for herself to get up and leave. My mind was yours to lose. She wanted to be with this person. This person had, the kind of key to her heart, key to her key to her kind of feeling, that's what it gives me. But lost it. And, this is where she's kind of questioning herself, but also has the self-awareness to realize that she is capable of getting what she wants out of life. And so I like that, it just shows the confidence that she should have. But yeah, it doesn't give us a lot to work with. It seems like one of those songs that is just unfinished and then thrown in as an interlude. It gives me that vibes because I could definitely see the potential of it being, a full 3 minutes and just being really good. But I like the ending. Especially after the lyrics, because it just gives you a moment to think. It gives you a moment to take in what you just heard. So yeah, interlude, not a bad interlude. I just wish it was a full song. Song 9, Homesick. Okay.
I always knew that you existed, no one listened. How come when you drove by you ain't stopped to visit? My mom and dad said they first met under the moonlight. I didn't buy that cover story, it didn't feel right.
Okay.
'Cause I belong in space, floating with debris. Something about this place never did feel right to me. Counting the stars, they all felt so far, but it's always felt like home to me. What took it so long? They thought that I was wrong, but now they'll all see. They're all gonna see. That's where I'm meant to be now. They're all gonna see. It's where I'm meant to be. And you're so lucky looking down on everybody. Me alone and faking at this after party. These ain't my people, ain't my crew, it ain't my planet. These humans speak my language, still don't understand it. I wish you took me with you when you left that day. But everything looks perfect when you're far away. Counting the stars, they all felt so far, but it's always felt like home to me. What took it so long? They thought that I was wrong, but now they'll all see. They're all gonna see. That's where I'm meant to be now. They're all gonna see. It's where I'm meant to be. Counting the stars, they all felt so far, but it's always felt like home to me. What took it so long? They thought that I was wrong, but now they'll all see. They're all gonna see. That's where I'm meant to be now. They're all gonna see. It's where I'm meant to be.
Put a spatially tessellated void inside a modified temporal field until a planet developed intelligent life. I then introduced that life to the wonders of electricity, which they now generate on a global scale. And some of it goes to power my engine and charge my phone and stuff.
Rick, take us home now.
All right, fine, Morty.
I've never seen Rick and Morty, but what was that? I wasn't really expecting that in the song. Interesting sample to say the least. Kind of funny. But yeah, I mean, Homesick. What a specific emotion, in this kind of thing. missing something you can't even really explain. It feels like kind of longing for that safety or for a past version of this person or even yourself. The melody to me just feels so soft and nostalgic, like memories you don't want to let go of. For me, this is probably the best song, or my favorite song, not the best song. My favorite of the bunch. It's kind of, it all just kind of works for me. And it's in that kind of time frame that I, like most. It put me in my head, but it still had me nodding along, taking in everything. It's that feeling of, missing this person, being exhausted without them. You're homesick. They were your home. But yeah, I also like how she still has the self-respect, the self-confidence in her to portray that she's able to walk away, that she can walk away. Because, I feel like a lot of the kind of heartbreaky pop songs, they don't really depict that. And, this is just a good twist because, a lot of these pop stars making the heartbreaky kind of pop sound should have all the confidence in the world to, be able to get up and walk away, get up and go. And so, yeah, I like Madison a lot for that because it's depicting, how it should be for anyone, especially if they're being wronged, that a lot of people struggle with, me included. I struggled with doing that myself. So yeah, I really like how Madison has gone throughout this album, and especially with the songs getting longer too.
All right, fine, Morty.
Interesting. Selfish. Song 11.
Boy, you're such a lost cause. Now your name is crossed off. How you gonna fix this? You can't even fix yourself. It was almost 2 years that I chose to spend here, all alone on New Year's, thinking, what the hell? I don't wanna break your thread, a needle trying to stitch you, but I can't.
Damn.
I refuse. Shouldn't love you, but I couldn't help it. Had a feeling that you never felt it. I always knew that you were too damn selfish.
I know this one.
Don't know why I
I think.
looked the other way.
Damn.
I wanted you to change it. I shouldn't love you, but I couldn't help it. I always knew that you were too damn selfish. I bet you thought you gave me real love, but we spent it all in nightclubs. All you ever wanna do is lie. Why you always such a Gemini? Baby, who you tryna run from? Me or all your problems? You know you will never solve them. You don't even know yourself. I don't wanna break your thread, a needle trying to stitch you, but I can't. I refuse. Shouldn't love you, but I couldn't help it. Had a feeling that you never felt it. I always knew that you were too damn selfish. Don't know why I looked the other way. I wanted you to change it. I shouldn't love you, but I couldn't help it. I always knew that you were too damn selfish. But it's not possible. Plus I'm not responsible for your self-made obstacles. Put my heart in the hospital. Shouldn't love you, but I couldn't help it. Had a feeling that you never felt it. I always knew that you were too damn selfish.
Damn.
Don't know why I looked the other way. I wanted you to that you were too damn selfish.
Damn. Okay. I think I've heard that song before, just the kind of selfish hook part. I've never heard that song in full, I do not believe. But I love how relatable it is. I find songs most appealing when you can make a personal connection to it. And I mean, this one can go any which way. Obviously, I feel like she's depicting a relationship with a significant other kind of thing, but you can take it, like that, or you can take it with, a family member, a friend. It really can kind of go down all avenues, and that's why it's so appealing to me. It's really, I feel like, just meant to relate to everyone. This is a universal feeling everyone has gone through in their life. But in the context of the album, that song just kind of hit even harder from what I did know of the song. It doesn't feel petty. It just feels like that drain, that kind of exhaustion. It's like loving someone who only ever takes, right? You're never being gave something. Her vocals sound super like strained there, which just fits the emotion perfectly. I feel like one thing in this album that I can really take away is that like she knows her sound and she does it very well. She has moments where she's capable of going down different kind of sounds and paths, but then it all kind of comes back to songs like Selfish, where it kind of fits everything together in the whole album. That's kind of that core kind of sound to me, is stuff like that, songs like that. And yeah, I mean, she's really good at kind of putting me in my head and making me think. That was another kind of piece. I feel like as we've kind of gotten deeper into the album, she's been able to do that more. Maybe I'm feeling it more. Maybe I don't know. But yeah, Madison Beer is definitely very talented. There's no doubting that. No denying it either. She's really impressed me. She has really impressed me here. But yeah. Anyways, we are on to song 11, Sour Times.
We're running holy water. We're so bad for each other. Too quick to lose your patience, so tempered and abrasive. There's just no way to save this. And I don't wanna lead you on, I just wanna make it clear.
Okay.
I don't know what song man you heard that made you think I'd want to spend the night with you, boy. Take it easy. Won't spend the night with you, boy. In these sour times.
Damn. See, I wish it was longer. That's literally just been my one kind of issue with the album, is that some songs are just short, right? But like I said, beggars can't be choosers, and she's really impressed me, so I genuinely have no complaints. That's just like my own little personal like liking kind of thing, you know. This song was great. I think everything here kind of worked. The production, the mixing. I mean, obviously it does in every song, but this one just kind of captivated me in that way. And I mean that by like, it wasn't one that necessarily put me in my head like, you know, a few of the others, but it still had me bumping my head, getting into every sound, every emotion that's being depicted. You know, every little thing with the production or the chord, you know, I just really got into that one. I just wish it was longer. You know, that one just feels super emotionally numb. It kind of gives me that stop feeling anything kind of vibes, you know. The production feels super hollow, but obviously on purpose, and her tone just sounds super distant. It's like she's kind of just checked out emotionally. That's how I see it. You know, she's over it. She really is over it. But yeah, good song. Wish it was longer. Boyshit. Song 11. 12.
I'm letting you in, you're letting me down. I swear when you talk, you're just like the sound. One too many times I let you ruin my life, cause I thought you would change, but I see it now. All the yelling and kissing and fighting, we never could see eye to eye, cause you might seem like a man, but you're not one in your mind. Yeah, I'm back on my shit and it's tempting to call you and see how you're doing, but I couldn't understand you if I tried. I don't speak bullshit. You're always coming back, but your love's poison.
Okay.
So I think that I would rather just avoid it. I can't understand you, cause I don't speak boy, no. I don't speak bullshit. Don't know how to talk or communicate. We're so on and off to you, it's a game. If you don't level up, I'm leaving you in the dust, yeah. So I'm moving on until you start trying to act your age, yeah. 'Cause I don't speak bullshit. You're always coming back, but your love's poison. So I think that I would rather just avoid it. I can't understand you, 'cause I don't speak boy, no. I don't speak. All the yelling, kissing and fighting, we never could see eye to eye, yeah. You might seem like a man, but you're not one in mine.
Blowing.
Yeah, I'm back on my shit and it's tempting to call you and see how you're doing, but I couldn't understand you if I tried, 'cause I don't speak bullshit. Bullshit. 'Cause I don't speak boy, no. Bullshit. 'Cause I don't speak bullshit. So trying to get through to you's pointless. You might have a way with words, but I'm a woman. I can't understand you, 'cause I don't speak boy, no. I don't speak bullshit.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. I like the little double entendre of boy shit, you know, bullshit. Funny. That song, it just gives me, I mean, that's probably the most upbeat song, most pop kind of, not generic, but like one that's comparable to some of those bigger, like big pop songs of all time, I would say. You know, this one just kind of seems like the boiling point to me, though. Like, even beyond that kind of face value, the loud upbeat sounds and her catching a flow, it's still on theme, and there's sarcasm there, you know. She's tired of the excuses, tired of the immaturity. It feels like kind of that release in the tension that's kind of been building up over the album, you know, that she's been holding in for so long. Yeah, it just feels like kind of that boiling point. I like it. I think that was probably, in the sense of like, if I could put all of the songs on a like piece of paper, on paper, the most one that is like similar, or what I thought this album was gonna consistently sound like. And yeah, it's a good song. It's a good song. I'm surprised I've never heard that one before. That one seems like, to me, maybe I missed it, because I genuinely feel like that one should be huge on TikTok. I feel like it has that kind of funny sarcasm. It gives me like Sabrina Carpenter vibes, in the sense that like Sabrina implements like her humor into her music a lot, and like just the whole Boyshit thing, it's funny, it's ironic, like it's a double entendre. It kind of gives me that vibe of being like a super big audio on those apps, but yeah, anyways, we are on to song 13. I do know this song, and she catches a crazy flow. Baby, tell me what's the antidote.
Wouldn't text you this
Listen to that harp in the back.
I
don't know if that's a harp.
Be in this bedroom without someone to touch me like you do. Maybe there is something I could take for this. How much longer gotta wait for this? I can see my body on your lips, yeah. You know, once you get a taste for it, you would need it, you would pay for it. Going empty at the bank for this. If you wanna be my baby, no, I'm gonna drive you mad. Probably gonna call me crazy. I'm the best you ever had, yeah. I can turn you on. Why you close still on. If you wanna be my baby, no, I'm gonna drive you mad. Probably gonna call me crazy. I'm the best you ever had, yeah. I can turn you on. Why you close still on. Keep you coming back for more. Baby, do I taste like candy? Sugar coated, he say I'm the most sweet. I'm a handful, but that's what hands are for. Pin me to the floor, treat it like it's yours. Maybe there is something I can take for this. How much longer gotta wait for this? I can see my body on your lips, yeah. You know, once you get a taste for it, you would need it, you would pay for it. Going empty at the bank for this. If you wanna be my baby, no, I'm gonna drive you mad. Probably gonna call me crazy.
Damn.
Best you ever had, yeah. I can turn you on. Why you close still on. If you wanna be my baby, no, I'm gonna drive you mad. Probably gonna call me crazy. I'm the best you ever had, yeah. I can turn you on. Why you close still on. Keep you coming back for more. And I'm feeling myself, but oh baby, it's better when I have some help from my baby. I got that love you can't handle, but maybe you can try. I look too good to be up in this bedroom. Need someone like you to touch me like you do. Whisper my name in my ear, that's like music. You know just what I wanna hear, yeah. If you wanna be my baby, no, I'm gonna drive you mad.
Damn.
Probably gonna call me crazy. I'm the best you ever had, yeah. I can turn you on. Why you close still on. If you wanna be my baby, no, I'm gonna drive you mad. Probably gonna call me crazy. I'm the best you ever had, yeah. I can turn you on. Why you close still on. Keep you coming back for more.
Wow, that song, damn. I definitely see the appeal. I definitely see why she is a big artist. I definitely see why that song in particular is so massive. It is fun, it's airy, it's dreamy, it's ethereal, it's confident. It's, yeah. Is that Madison Beer's biggest song? I'm unsure. I'm like I said, I'm very unfamiliar with her catalog. Besides that song, to be honest, I don't know. Maybe I know more, maybe I don't. But baby, yeah, I knew that song was coming, and it just hit so hard. It feels, it's fun, it's confident. It kind of gives me that it girl factor. that Madison Beer, like when I see her, she gives me that it girl factor. She's obviously very confident, very beautiful, very talented. You know, it's just kind of that song that like epitomizes her, in my opinion. It's the epitome of who she is. You know, she's very confident, she's fun, she's playful, she's a bit cheeky. You know, once you get a taste for it, you will need it. Like, it can't go without her. I'm the best you ever had. Like, she knows who she is. She is who she thinks she is. You know, it gives that vibe. Very, very confident, very fun, very playful, like I said. You know, I feel like there's not too much I can say on this song because, you know, I've heard it before. It's the one I am most familiar with. But with that being said, it's definitely huge for a good reason. I don't know how many streams it has, but I'm guessing nowhere south of 550 million, to be honest. But yeah, Stained Glass, song 14, 13, maybe 15, 14, I think.
Lately I'm counting the minutes that I've got left, and lately I'm counting the words that I haven't said. 'Cause you'll never know what I've been through, and you should be a little more gentle. But maybe I need to start taking my own advice. 'Cause my heart's so heavy, it's ready to fall out twice. 'Cause you'll never know what I've been through, so you should be a little more gentle with me. The skin is made of glass, but apparently it's stained. 'Cause you notice all the cracks, but can't look inside my pain. And if you throw another stone, then I'd stay far away. Far away. I just might break. My life's just a faded memory of one I can't have. And everything around me is starting to fade into black. But black and white is so much better. I'm learning how to hide my colors. You should have been a little more gentle with me. My skin is made of glass, but apparently it's stained. 'Cause you notice all the cracks, but can't look inside my pain. And if you throw another stone, then I'd stay far away. Far away. I just might break. My skin is made of glass, but apparently it's stained. 'Cause you notice all the cracks, but can't look inside my pain. And if you throw another stone, then I'd stay far away. Far away. I just might break.
Stained Glass, okay. Damn, that was another really thought-provoking piece. You know, it's one that's relatable. I feel like it's one that many can relate to in many different ways. You know, like I said, whether it be a relationship with, you know, the person you love, your family, a friend. It's something that is very human-like. It's crazy because I love when, you know, big celebrities, big pop stars, big, you know, whoever artists kind of admit these feelings, you know, because if it can happen to Madison Beer, it can happen to anyone, you know. It's beautiful in that sense, you know. The song is beautiful. It feels like being partially admired, you know, able to notice the cracks, but you can't see inside. You can't see beyond maybe, you know, what's on the outside rather than what's on the in, you know. It's just kind of that distance of never really being known, right? Like they see the polished version of her rather than the real person and the deep-rooted insecurities, you know, whatever may be going on with Madison Beer or just, you know, the listener in general. I like the kind of metaphor, the stained glass metaphor. It's a smart little double entendre kind of feeling, and the emotions just make it feel layered as we go deeper into the song. It's just, yeah, that one hits hard. It hits very hard because it's crazy to think about. If it can happen to someone like Madison Beer, it can happen to anyone, really. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, that was a good song. That was a really good song. Definitely put me back in my head, just had me thinking on my own kind of past relationship and, you know, stuff like that. Emotional Bruises, song 15, I think. I don't know. I've kind of lost track, to be honest.
How do I word this? Was about to write
I think there's 17 songs.
letter, but it was just curses and cursive.
Okay.
You probably deserve it, but that's so impersonal. Should tell you in person. I hope it don't hurt you, but then I've been hurt too by you. The truth is, all you do is leave me emotional bruises. You're calling me up to link up and figure shit out. No doubt, time's out, we never figure shit out. I can't do this no more. You got me on life support. 'Cause this is the 5th time I've taken you back. It's the 4th time
Damn.
that we've relapsed. It's the 3rd second chance that I've given you for the first time. Let this be the last. 5th time I've taken you back. It's the 4th time that I've collapsed into your arms. It's so hard, but for the best. For the first time, let this be the last. This vicious cycle, it's driving me psycho. I'm anxious, need someone to come check my vitals. 1 minute I'm leaving, the next I forgive you. You're calling me up to link up and figure shit out. No doubt, time's out, we never figure shit out. I can't do this no more, cutting off the life support. 'Cause this is the 5th time I've taken you back. It's the 4th time that we've relapsed. It's the 3rd second chance that I've given you for the first time. Let this be the last. 5th time I've taken you back. It's the 4th time that I've collapsed into your arms. It's so hard, but for the best. For the first time, let this be the last. Please, please, let this be the last. No, it's gotta be. Oh, it's truly the last.
Okay. Yeah, that one kind of gives me that pleading feeling, you know, like she really needs this to be the last time or she's gone. Maybe. I actually don't know. She depicted that she gave so many chances. So who knows if it's really the last. But, you know, it really sounds like she's pleading, like this needs to be the last time. It's super reflective, you know, Emotional Bruises. It's, you know, looking back at everything that hurt her and acknowledging it, and instead of acknowledging it instead of running from it, you know, she's like, I'm giving you a final chance or it's done. You know, there's pain here, but also kind of growth. It shows that she's over it. She's ready to start, you know, maybe that healing phase. This last chance does not work out. But maybe the last chance should have happened. Maybe you should have realized, Madison, that the last chance should have happened that last chance. But I'm not here to critique you. You know, just friendly advice. But no, that's a good song. It's another one that put me in my head, just really got me flowing, got me bumping my head, and just really taking everything in. I like, also one thing I haven't really touched up on this album is how she kind of paints her imagery. Yeah, I feel like it's really cinematic. You can see all of these things, whether it be in your own nature or it be just like kind of imagining it in just a random human. You know, you can see it. You can see everything that is being said, everything that's being depicted, all the feelings that are shown. So I like that a lot. And then song 16, Everything Happens for a Reason.
I used to believe that everything happens for a reason, but I just can't find a reason you'd wanna hurt me so bad. Can't get no relief. Time moves on with the seasons, but I still can't find a reason you'd wanna hurt me so bad. And what in the world did I do to deserve such a pain in my heart? Guess it's true, I'm never getting over you.
Damn.
I used to believe that everything happens for a reason, but I still can't find a reason you'd wanna hurt me so bad. And what in the world did I do to deserve such a pain in my heart? Guess it's true, I'm never getting over you. Still love you, I still love you, I still love you, I still love you.
I wish that song was longer. Damn. Okay. I mean, that one just feels like the acceptance, right? Without pretending everything was okay. It's not that kind of toxic reassurance, toxic positivity. It's just coming to terms with things, you know, just a survival kind of aspect, you know. I'm never getting over you. I used to believe that everything happens for a reason, but I still can't find the reason you want to hurt me so bad. I feel like this I'm never getting over you just isn't, you know, meant to be taken that like literally. I feel like it's kind of the opposite, to be honest. I'm never getting over you. I still love you. I still want you. It's kind of that, it's that realization that is to come super early in the career. You know, it's just depicting what happens early in the career, early in the relationship. Sorry. I feel like this is kind of, actually, I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, like, I feel like it can be taken very, like, both ways, you know, an early relationship, and it's kind of just something you find ironic. I feel like it's a piece she made that is to come to be, that she laughs at, that she thinks ironic, that, you know, it like I said, it's not pretending everything is okay. It's like an acceptance that time to move on will happen. The time to move on is happening. It's, you know, I still love you, I still want you. Yeah, that's relatable. It's, you know, very early breakup stage kind of thing, but she'll come to realize that, you know, it, she'll move on. That's how I take it. I take it kind of I see it both ways. I see it very both ways for me. That's just how I initially interpreted it. Anyways, our final song, Channel Surfing, The End.
Human, more or less.
They like this.
Oh, what the?
You're back from my house, I should probably. You're back from my house, I should probably get some help. I can't control myself, I'm addicted to the hell. I can't even sing it, I'm so excited.
Interesting. Like support, I need support. I need a report. I need a port to plug in my phone. Yo, girl is awesome. Yes, this is my bro, Madison. I really like that album, Beer. I like to drink it, dear. I hit it in my car.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, Channel Surfing, The End. Interesting way to end it. Really interesting way to end it. It's chaotic. It's fun. It's fragmented. It's a little bit overwhelming, you know. It's like it gives me the vibes in the context of the album of like those racing thoughts late at night. I mean, the channel surfing, that's the vibe I get. It's like all those memories, all those thoughts racing through your mind. I feel like it doesn't really tie things up neatly, but that's intentional. You know, the healing isn't clean. That's how I see it. But yeah, that was Life Support by Madison Beer. I actually really enjoyed that, and I'm excited for her new album coming out very soon. But yeah, I mean, it feels less like an album and more of like a survival document, you know, or like the journal entries from when she was really going through this, you know. The album, you know, feels really lonely, but it's also still very controlled to me, especially within her vocals. She's not yelling or over singing or even oversharing. She just has moments where she sounds tired. She has moments where she's reflecting. She has moments where she's being super honest with us. And it feels like it's just it just feels like it's built around her emotions instead of anything else, you know. It has senses of loneliness even when she's talking about relationships, you know, being drained, those feelings of being hollow, you know. It kind of goes every which way in the relationship. It has fun positive moments like Baby, like I'm irresistible and you can't do anything without me. Or then it goes into like songs like Blue, where it's really, you know, it has that feeling of like isolation to it, where there's just a quiet loneliness looming throughout it. And so I like that. This album has some very diverse moments, especially with like Follow the White Rabbit. It's very, what's that, Willy Wonka? No, not Willy Wonka. What's that movie called? Down the Rabbit Hole? You guys know what I'm talking about, with like Anne Hathaway and stuff, the recent one. But yeah, I mean, I really do like this album, but Life Support, to be honest, isn't something I'd throw on like super casually. Aside from a few songs, it's one of those albums that I would really listen to and really get into when I'm in my feelings, you know, when I need to feel like understood and distracted a little bit. And I really respect her for making something this vulnerable, especially knowing how exposed it leaves her. You know, I couldn't do this, but I don't have talent either, so, you know. But yeah, this was heavy. It was beautiful. Definitely an album I feel like that kind of grows into more of its place as it goes on. you know, if you guys do want more Madison Beer, please do let me know, because I really did enjoy this, and I know she has a new album coming out very, very soon. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and that was Life Support by Madison Beer. Like I said, if you guys did enjoy, please do like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help me grow, and I will see you guys in the next video. Doses, doses, doses.